let's talk about some of the things you're going to need for this recipe. You're going to need white and light brown sugar. You're going to need some butter. You're going to need some flaked coconut sweetened. I'll give you all the ingredients and measurements as always. You're going to need coconut and vanilla extract, 1 egg, some flour, and some cream of tartar. And you're also going to need baker's chocolate. That's for the end. Don't worry about that right now. So let's get started on creaming the butter and the sugar together. Now you're going to start off and you're going to put it on a medium speed. Well, medium-low. And I would say it takes about 2 to 3 minutes. You'll see what it looks like once it starts getting to the part where you can start adding in your egg, etc. Just scrape the sides of the bowl because you want to make sure that everything's in the bowl. And you want to make sure it all gets creamed up and there's not any butter left without being mixed into the sugar. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the egg. And then I'm going to beat it until it's fluffy. Okay? Just going to give it about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. You're going to see, and you're going to wonder, when is it time for me to add the flour? I'll show you when. When it starts pulling off from the sides, you know how before I said I'd scrape it down? When I'm mixing it and it started pulling off from the sides, that's when I know that it was, I hope that you could have, I don't think I had that in the right way. So when it pulls off from the sides is when you're ready to insert your flour. So you're going to put your flour in, and of course at the bottom of the video, as always, I'm including the amounts. So now you'd put in your flour, and also your ½ teaspoon of cream of tartar if you want to put it in. It's not, you know, necessary. I just like the way it makes cookies look. So now you're going to start it off at a low to make sure that flour's not falling out of your bowl everywhere into your kitchen. You're going to start it off at a low. This is how easy this recipe is. I mean, I could have this cookie dough made and then 15 minutes, literally, less than that. Pick this up a little bit to a medium, and that looks about right to me. Now, let's see. Yep, that looks about right to me. So now what we're going to do is you're going to stop yourself from licking this or eating this dough. Only because it has raw egg in there. And I mean, I know I've done it before with the raw egg and it's really taking a chance. I don't know why I do it. It's almost impulsive. So you get all of this into the bowl. Then what you're going to do is you're going to, oops, wait a minute. There's so much left over here. Can't waste. No. Okay, so what we're going to do is this. You're going to take your bowl off and you're going to add in your coconut. Now, I know, like I said, don't be nervous. It's going to look a little dry. Don't be nervous. Really, this is the way it's supposed to look. I promise you, I'm not ruining cookies. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to get a spoon, any kind of good spoon where you can turn, and it's not going to get stuck. I have my trusty wooden spoon. I have a million of these. All right, so then I just kind of mix it in there. Really, you put some elbow grease in this because, boy, I'd be lying if I said this dough was easy to mix. You want to mix it in by hand, too, because you see how I'm mixing this? So I'm kind of just going in there almost like I'm the paddle of the machine. So I'm just going in there, mixing it up real nice. I want to make sure that every cookie's going to have some coconut in it. Okay. All right, so you're going to roll them into balls. You're going to take a tablespoon, scoop it out of the bowl, roll them into a ball, and place them as far apart as you can because they do spread. This is what they're going to look like before you get them in the oven. All right, let's get them in the oven. So this is what they look like if you don't want to have the next step on top of the cookie. Delicious just the way they are. But in order for them to be dreamy coconut cookies, you're going to want to follow the next step, and I'll show you what that is. This is where it gets fun, and this is where it turns from a regular coconut cookie to my dream cookie. You're going to melt some chocolate in the microwave you know, 30 seconds or more. You're going to just dip the tops of them and get them in some extra crispy toasted coconut. Make sure all the edges are covered. And you're going to dip them in. Then you're going to set them down. Okay? Let's do that again. Swirl them in some chocolate, get the whole tops covered, bang it down, get some excess chocolate off, or leave it on, your choice. And then you're going to cover them in some toasted, extra crispy toasted coconut. So you're just going to put this right here on a sheet pan in the oven, 350, 7 to 10 minutes, depending upon your oven, and voila, they're done. That's easy. This chocolate melted in the microwave, baker's chocolate, little by little, 30 seconds first. You mix it. If it needs another 30 seconds, do it again. Then start from 15-second intervals until it gets to that consistency. So we're going to show you one more time. I'm going to swirl it around in this chocolate, get every bit covered, and then I'm going to get them into the extra toasted coconut. I like them nice and dark this way. We're going to swirl them in, like so. I'm running out of chocolate here because I've done a couple of batches. Swirl them in like so, tap off for the excess, get them into some extra toasted coconut. Okay, so this is what they're going to look like. And I'll show you the extra step that I go, and after that they're done. So here's the last step. It's going to be a little messy. You're going to have some cleaning up to do. I normally have a shaker, but I can't find it. I simply, lightly, and it makes them look so pretty. It tastes delicious this way, and it actually makes it look pretty, and it's like a bakery cookie. You would think, people would think you'd spend so much time on this, but you didn't. See, that's how I fool people. Everybody's like, oh my God, how do you cook so much for parties? And it's like, ha, I know, I'm exhausted. I was up all night, ha, but I really wasn't. Because I know how to do things, I'm prepped beforehand, and I pick things that I generally know I can get done pretty quickly. So come on, if you told me you didn't like how this looked, and you tried the recipe and you didn't know how it tasted, I would look you dead in the face and get so close to you where my nose would touch your nose, and I'd be like, you're a liar, because these are delicious and you're gonna love them. Try them, let me know how they came out, post some pictures, do whatever, but I'm promising you, you're gonna love these. You'll never make coconut cookies any different. Okay guys, well, thanks for watching, and again, if you've liked it, like, share, subscribe.